What's my mother name?
What's up, guys? KW175 back with another Pokémon Duel video, and I'm super excited to share this battle with you guys. BLACEPHALON is finally here in Pokémon Duel. Also, Arceus. Like, we've got so many good Pokemon that dropped in this banner. I know everybody's really excited trying to come up with new decks, and this is going to kind of be a spotlight for Arceus and BLACEPHALON. So, I'm on the red side, and we're going to be seeing things from 027's perspective, and they got a pretty decent deck. They have the Arceus, look at that, a 150, a 170, then it has the return that gives your Z move gauge half of its max value, so basically doubles the amount that you have. It's insane, and the important thing to note here is that Arceus cannot be excluded, and it cannot be sent to the Ultra Space through attack effects. So, I don't know, you might be able to send it to the Ultra Space still with a Guzzlord if it has weight, because it's really not an attack. You know, you're moving through it to send it to the Ultra Space. So, I don't know. We'll have to check it out. But they have the Ultra Necrozma, but it's on their Dawn Wings. It's not on their Duskmane. And, we got two Mega Bayonets. We have the BLACEPHALON here. Look at this. Now, I leveled up the purple. I was kind of debating between purple and white because it's a pretty good standalone figure. But, in this deck, the call signal should definitely be leveled up. But I just wanted to test it out. So this is kind of a ghost Banish deck, like a ghost banished Ultra Beast deck, right? So we have the Mega Bayonets with the Curse to be able to curse and try to exclude Pokemon. We have the Rendezvous on the Celesteela, the callback to be able to bring it back. And if people are Moon Guys beaming us, or not Moon Guys beam, but the Menacing Moon Rays Maelstrom, that Z move from the Dawn Wings sending us to the Ultra Space, we should be able to bring that Pokemon right back with the callback signal. So the board is being set up as we speak. I'm going to go in for the double chance, and I don't know why, I was just thinking, I'm like, oh, this Arceus doesn't have Grass Sphere, so I should, nothing to worry about. I didn't read the ability properly, I just kind of skimmed through it, so I had to sit there and read it again. I'm like, oh my god, it can't be excluded or sent to the Ultra Space through attacks. So huge misplay on my part, and there's going to be several misplays in this duel, because this is the first time I'm running this deck. Actually, this was the second battle. Won the first one, but it really wasn't that exciting. But this duel here gets pretty insane. So we take that surround, we kind of sack off our Celesteela to get rid of that Arceus. They max revive right away, and our entry point's under siege right now, both of them. So we had that surround set up on that Poipole, giving us the opportunity to kind of shove them back, so we can max revive, come out, try to Rendezvous or Flame Gun, try to get the knockout, and Poipole's gonna make us toxic. Figures, right? It's like, oh man, that Poipole, it's so tough to deal with, but I feel like when I'm using it, I land white so much. But we get the mind blown, but Arceus able to respin into that massive gold. Just Arceus is so good. So good. And we have been talking, what is the best deck, the best way to use Arceus, and at this point in time, it seems like being able to turn it to a grass type to use the Grass Sphere is probably the best way to use it, because then it can't be Cyclone Kick, it can't be Moon Guys Beam, right? You can't exclude it, you can't send it to the Ultra Space. It's just an insane figure, and it has an attack that 170 moves them to the PC. It's not a knockout, so Arceus is just incredible, just insane. Now, the opponent here, definitely going to get that 4-star Menacing Moon Rays Maelstrom. And against our 2-star Flame Gun, unfortunately, Celesteela is not a fire type, so doesn't benefit from that BLACEPHALON. It's not on the field right now anyway, but doesn't benefit from that extra star. So you could run BLACEPHALON in a ghost deck. You can run it, in a fire deck, with the Magmortar potentially, but I was a little bit worried right there, because we were going to have to cover our goal, because that Arceus is currently a Psychic Steel type. It is kind of cloning the typing of the Duskmane Necrozma. So with that Steel Z move. We got to make sure that we have our goal covered, because they'd be able to go in for that Z move and jump onto the goal if we're set up like we are right now. So we get the curse on this Keldeo, and then we get the Destiny Bond. Would have been nice to, stay on the field without getting knocked out, but we're gonna exclude Keldeo. Feels good. And now they get the Photon Geyser. So we are gonna have that Photon marker on our Duskmane. Not our Duskmane, our Dawn Wings Necrozma. So I believe, at this point, if we get knocked out, we would not be able to transform. We can't move through figures. We get the fly there. Just kind of happy I didn't flame gun I'm just trying to get the rendezvous at this point. I want to get the rendezvous. I don't want to knock out one of my own figures. And we get the Gyro Ball. Gyro Ball, man. Not enough damage. Like, Celesteela not doing enough damage these days, so that's kind of why I wanted to run the Poiple. I thought about running... Oh my god, and look at this. I gotta stop right here. Stop what I'm saying. Look how quickly their Z-Gauge is filled up from that return. Like, Arceus, you gotta be careful, and they could have went for the Z move with their Steel type, with their Duskmane Necrozma. Now, I'm not saying they had a 100% chance to win, but if we landed that knockoff, that would have been game. I don't like, they probably would have been knocked out with the Destiny Bond. That would have knocked them out as well, so I don't think they would have been able to win, but that was a scary situation. Like, didn't even think about it. Steel, Z move 2 movement points away, and we attacked that Arceus, not really thinking about the repercussions of that figure landing return, giving them a huge boost in their Z juice, and yeah, we could have lost that right there, but the opponent missed it, thank God. And then we land that 3-star Imprison, so able to survive, but it doesn't do anything, doesn't give Duskmane Necrozma a miss, which I felt like it should definitely do that, because like Solgaleo is immune to markers from attacks like that, from purple attacks, but I didn't think the Duskmane Necrozma was. But we have a Pokemon in the Ultra Space, kind of hoping to try to get that callback with that Blacephalon to be able to bring back our Dawn Wings Necrozma, and we get it back anyways. Lands on the bench. Now I jump over here, kind of set up a surround. Now they could have protected themselves from getting a surround, but our Z gauge is up. So at that point, I probably would have, definitely used that Menacing Moonraze Maelstrom and sent them to the Ultra Space, gave them weight, made them kind of have to move the Absol, then kind of just YOLO up with this Mega Bayonet. And remember, Mega Bayonet, able to negate gold attacks, so Absol would turn into a completely white wheel, and, we're going to be trying to curse that Absol. We have our Z gauge up, so if we can land Curse, then we can use a Z move and guarantee a knockout and another Banish. So this attack right here, lucky that they landed Dodge, because we would have been knocked out. Landing that gold, not enough damage. And we get the Ultra Teleportation. So whoop, to the Ultra Space. Back on the other side of that Dawn Wings, we're going to just go ahead and slide in with that Blacephalon for the surround. Feels good. Feels good. I have to say, like, Blacephalon hasn't been doing an insane amount of work. Only used it in a couple of duels. Like I said, this is only my second matchup, but it's not too bad. It's just not too amazing either. Like, I still need to use it a little bit. And again, they get that return, but we get the knockout, which is good. Their Z gauge was already up anyways, so I'm good with that. So now we're going to go ahead, Z move here, 222 damage, shifting to 242 damage. Nothing that EX Absol could have did to be able to out damage us, and then see you later. I was kind of hoping to make that Poiple spin white. They would have had to have Gold Block, because they still do have the Gold Block, right? They still have the Ultra Burst. Let's take a look and see what we have. We have the Long Throw, the Phantom Sphere we haven't used. We have the Ultra Burst as well. But 027 here, they have their Ultra Necrozma on their Dawn Wings. We get that 3-star Imprisonment. I'm like, let's go. We have a surround set up right now with our Ultra Necrozma, and theirs is in the PC, so they have to go for the Z move. If we get the purple, and we do, that's going to be game. So that was pretty lucky. I will definitely admit that. The only other thing that could have happened was the Destiny Bond. which would have got rid of the Duskmane, and then we could have came in with the Ultra Necrozma all the same, attacked that Poipole, hopefully, able to get the knockout. But, incredible matchup. We could have lost a couple of times, I felt like we probably should have lost that. I made some misplays, but Ultra Necrozma just looks so sick on the goal. It's such a good figure still. Arceus is insane. Blacephalon is insane. I definitely have Arceus at a level 5. We have 2 rainbow boosters ready to open for the next video. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, definitely leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. Follow me on Twitter at KDub175 for further discussions. And until the next one, later guys.